Good evening, Bass Fishing Galaxy. I'm your host, Pat Renwick. America has spoken, and tonight we bring to you the number 5 rated bass fishing web show in the galaxy. Welcome to Stray Cats Outdoor Cartoon Television.
Not bragging.
Not saying a thing. Number 5.
Vote 5.
5. Text rates do apply. Season 4, number 5. Yes, it's Stray Cats Outdoor Cartoon Television, the glorified version of a pellet gun.
Yes.
Something like that. Amazing, amazing. I'm going to just get right into things because we got a bunch of cool stuff worked up for you.
Let's just get right into things.
Let's just get right into things. We got the champ coming on first tonight, and his name is Terry Bolton, FLW Tour Pro Terry Bolton. He's leading off.
First champ of the year.
First champ. First tour stop. Old Rayburn. And then coming up after him, our old buddy, Old Smiley, does handyman stuff.
The handyman
quite
can.
often. And he is a furious hog snatcher himself, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Quite so.
Quite the smiler, too.
He is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just Smiling John Cox coming on. Smiling Johnny. But let some cool stuff happen between the last episode and this episode. Boy,
Yeah.
the boys got into some trouble again. No, just, but really, got a cool phone. Hey, how? Wait, hold on a second. I'm jumping ahead of myself here. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy.
Hey.
Here, yeah, over here. Sorry, I
I
got
was
so
here.
excited about the show tonight.
They know.
Do you do drugs, Danny?
Every day.
You're hired.
Good.
That's what what was the Caddyshack earlier that we were doing?
Oh, that was the Cinderella boy.
Oh, Cinderella boy out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah.
This is the Cinderella boy
Tears in
out
his
of
eyes,
nowhere.
I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Popcorn Whitaker.
What's up?
He's a drummer and he's a skateboarder, all that kind of stuff. And no, he does not do drugs. Thank you.
No,
It's Ryan Popcorn Whitaker right
No.
here.
not anymore.
Get ready for this guy. You ready? You know who's coming up next? America.
I have an idea.
America knows. It's JP. JP High. Hey! 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 JP High. Hey! Yeah! Hey! Yeah! Hey! JP High. Hey! It's dynamite! Watch him explode. Ladies and gentlemen, it's JP High, the hip-hop fisherman. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome aboard the Ship of Fools.
Thank you. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, did you
like
like
new one tonight? It was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I got that worked up, and there's more. Don't worry. Don't worry. There's more. There's more coming. I got rid of the old 50 cent. You know, it's not your birthday every day.
Thank you.
We can't have that.
I was sick of it.
It's JP High. He's dynamite, and he'll win that fight. He's the Lord of the Ned.
We'll see if it kicks.
He's the Lord of the Ned and the dark web.
Then you're back to 50.
I'm going off on a tangent already. Ladies and gentlemen, the best damn producer in this freaking room. Give it up, Europe. Ciao. It's the Ginger. Ginger. Skorpenstickstand Ninja Productions. Schnoi. There he is. That's the Ginger Ninja. So in between this episode and last episode, where we left you, we were awoke by a special call from someone who calls himself a chain rat.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's over there from the Fox chain.
Oh, yeah, the chain rat.
Yeah, humble beginnings.
Yeah.
And now he is a Bassmaster Elite Series Tour professional. And he's our buddy.
I think I know who you're talking about.
It's pretty cool. So, in between this episode and the last episode, we got a phone call from my original sponsor for the Bass Buzz radio show, and that was Kevin Van Dam's Line and Lure Conditioner. So what we are doing here is we are welcoming aboard KVD Line and Lure Conditioner to the family of Stray Cast sponsors. So give it up for Line and Lure Conditioner. And also, this guy, if we could get him up on the big screen here, he has also signed up with line and lure conditioner. And ladies and gentlemen,
Hold on.
if this goes according to plan,
Yeah, I know that, dude.
if this goes according to plan, we can pull off another bass fishing talk show miracle right before your eyes. It's the magic of a bass fishing talk show. Ladies and gentlemen, we give to you Bassmaster Elite Series touring professional Chris Grow right here. It's Chris Grow. What's up, CG?
What's up, guy?
How you doing? Long time no see there. Good looking.
Yeah, good to see you, dude. We were trapped in the lyre of the Jersey Devil for a while, weren't we?
Ooh, that was nice. I had fun.
Yeah, it was a great time. It was an amazing time. But what brings you to the Stray Cast show today, Chris Grow?
Well, I think it's a little bit of a mutual thing, wouldn't you think?
I think
That's
so.
the
Definitely, mutual is the key to a good relationship. You know what I mean?
Well, definitely two good-looking long hairs. Definitely there. You got that.
Got that going for
And
us.
now we're joining in a little bit of a somewhat of a partnership, dynamic duo in a new sponsorship here.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is
I'm excited. You know what I like about it the most is it's kind of funny. Like when we were in Jersey, you and me just talked about it briefly about this product and was like, we you have used it for several years. And you had an affiliation with them a little while back too, didn't you?
Yep, they were my first sponsor ever on the Bass Buzz radio show. So it's a pretty cool thing. Jerry McInnes once told me, Pat, everything in life happens for a reason, and it's weird how this intertwined. It really is how this came to fruition.
Oh, I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I'm pumped. I mean, I've been using it I swear to God, I was thinking about it. Me and Jimmy, my partner, 10 years probably. I think I got my first bottle in the old green machine, my old Triton, 10 years ago. So,
Nice.
And we got to let everyone know what we're talking about here. They're getting all excited. Bottle of what?
It's a line and lure. And I got, I have a vintage bottle. I got it. Look at you. You see, and I have a vintage one here.
He's got the 2019 bottle over there.
Is what
Look at the good-looking guy on the cover.
Look at that. That's the goat.
That guy's kicked my ass before.
I think he's kicked anybody's ass, even if he hasn't fished against them. It just happens. It just ends up happening.
He kicked
He
my
kicks
ass emotionally.
shoveling the driveway. He doesn't give a shit.
Hand me that War Eagle Alpha rod. There it is. I got it. All right. See how I did that?
Ooh, look at that.
Now what I'm going to do.
Are you going to show us how to apply this, Pat?
I'm Scott Martin the hell out of this right now, is what I'm doing.
Ooh. I love that guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the magic of line and lure conditioner is brought to you by Stray Cast. First, it's like a conditioner for your line. I recommend, first step, spraying onto the reel. Don't be cheap, spray a lot. Tell me when to stop. I'm the guy that shakes your hand too long. Tell me when to stop. Okay,
all right.
There it is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that soak in. Don't drip it into my TH Marine cup right there. See that? Another sponsor plug.
Hey, it's bonus.
It's
Yes.
actually good for that. Yeah. Add a little to your drink.
Add a little to the drink. But what I'm going to do, seriously, and all kidding aside, the best way to do this, and Chris will testify, is to apply it to your line the night before. You kind of let it sink in because it is like a hair conditioner, which Chris Crow knows all about, for your line. It's right there. You apply it the night before, let it soak in. Keep the bottle on the deck, maybe do a quick squirt or two periodically throughout the day. Boom, pow, choom, pow, boom. There it is.
Also good. Also really, really good. Like when your first application of line, like when you guys are putting line on at home, and you're getting stuff ready for a trip and you're not going to be, you want to condition your line prior. Say you stack up like I got all 100 rods over here in the corner. If you see. But, what I like to do is, and more so, I spray it every couple of days, because they're sitting here, because I'm able to do that. But definitely it's great when you put brand new line on. I'm going to be letting a couple tricks out of the bag for all you guys too that I like to do with it too. I like to use it as an application when I'm putting it on as well. I soak a sponge, and towards my last 50 yards, how I'm holding the line tight with my finger to get it on. I hold it with that tight sponge and I keep applying to it, and it gives it a nice coating. And
nice.
I feel that it works good in my lighter line situations. You know what I mean? 15 pound and under when I do that.
Gotcha.
It really, really takes form. So
awesome.
nice.
Little line and lure tip of the week.
yeah, the other cool thing is the other product though too. You know, I mean, did you tell them about that?
I haven't let that cat out of the bag. That's the bow to stern BTS product that is basically a boat cleaning product, and it's awesome. Shines up wraps, gel coat, aluminum, whatever you want. Clean your truck mats, the whole deal.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too. I mean, I've never really, worked with a company like that, and I had no clue that this guy, is that much of a genius that he did both.
They're scientists. Isaac is actually a mad scientist. It is a true story. Hey, so what do you say that to celebrate, we give away some line and lure and BTS? What do you think?
I think that's great. I think, what are you thinking? Like, we do something, you're probably going to let the cat out of the bag at the end of the show. We do $50 worth of product.
Yep.
And I think, the best thing to do is probably have the listeners, definitely like and share the live feed, the Straight Cast live feed tonight. Is that good enough contest?
Let's run it through JP High, the hip hop fisherman. Does that sound appropriate, JP High?
Those are the rules.
Those are the rules. Like and share the live Facebook feed. You're going to win $50 worth of line and lure conditioner and bow to stern product. Amazing stuff. I think you'll see once you get your hands on it. And then Nicole Dorr, the bass fishing supermodel, she's giving the stuff away at the end of the show. That easy. Boom, boom, boom.
Perfect. You got a supermodel, and you got KVD on the bottle, and you got two other good-looking guys that are representing the company.
There it is.
Well, no, a band of them. We got the whole show.
Yeah, the whole band of gypsies right here. Exactly. We all just got out of the circus. Chris Grow, best of luck to you and the 2019 derbies, dude. We know you're going to kick ass. We just have such a gut feeling about it. Is that too much pressure?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm ready. I cannot wait to get fishing. I'm sick of this snow. I'm sick of all this. And, everyone, I'm going to be at the Schaumburg show this weekend, and I know you are too. So, hope to run into a few. Ryan and you and JP and Andy, you guys be good. And Patrick, I will see you Saturday.
Yes, sábado.
I will see you there.
Rock and roll, boys. I love you guys.
Take care. That's
Thanks,
Chris Grow, Bassmaster Elite Series Tour Professional. Hey, put the power poles down. Don't go nowhere. There's more glorified version of the Bass Fishing Talk Show when we return. Put your count. Step up your game. It has been said that professionals are only as good as the tools they work with, and Alpha Angler has developed the ultimate set of tools for you, the competitive angler. Alpha Angler custom rods, brought to fruition by the passion of master craftsman Jake Boomer and 2017 BASS Angler of the Year Brandon Palaniuk. Alpha Angler rods are custom made in the USA. Designed and engineered to be perfect, Alpha Angler utilizes a very unconventional approach to making the very best bass rods, from drop shotting to flipping. Alpha Angler's focus is on building perfectly balanced tournament-grade bass rods at an affordable price. Join the Alphalution today and purchase direct at alphaangler.com. Step up your game. alphaangler.com. All right. Pretty good, pretty neat. Welcome back. I'm your host, Pat Renwick. And right now, we're pretty stoked to have this dude on. We got to play around with him at the Forcewood Cup a little bit, get into some shenanigans. But right now, it's amazing that we get to say this. The champion from Tour Stop 1 of the FLW Tour on Sam Rayburn. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you Terry Bolton. Kaboom! Terry, I don't know if you can see me, but if you hit the video icon on your end, I think the whole bass fishing galaxy is going to get a gander at you.
Let's see.
Hit that video button. It's like the side imaging button on your smartphone.
There.
Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Bolton, one more time. Yes. Welcome to the show, dude.
Thank you for having me on.
It's good to see you, dude. And as I was saying, I don't think we saw you at the Cup last time, and you got on the air for a little bit goofing off with us. But this is basically your first feature appearance on this dumb show right here.
Hey, that's right. This isn't a show now.
No, we call it that. We do that way on purpose. That's the irony of it all.
This is a fun show.
Well, thank you. All right, we'll use that too. It's dumb and it's fun.
I'll accept that.
It's exciting and it's new. Act now and we'll give you a free jade elephant for the first 30 callers. Oh, by the way, the phone lines are open all night. If you do want to call in, the number's 520-214-2277, 520-214-2277. That's Bass, 520-214-BASS, Terry. So
hey, that's easy to remember. I can remember that number.
If you got questions for Terry Bolton, you can call up and ask him, or you can feed him to JP High on the social media right there. Let's think about this, Terry. 1996, okay?
Okay.
1996. Now, you won about 3K. You won about 3K
right.
Fishing derbs.
Yeah.
97, you came in 5th in the Cup, and you got 10 grand.
Yeah.
10 grand. Okay. 2006 FLW Tour, you came away with about 50 grand. You did pretty damn good.
That's right.
Okay. Let's jump to 2019. Okay. 2019. You're already at $125,200. You finally did it. You won. Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Bolton, the champion. How does that feel?
It feels pretty good. Like in 20 some odd years, I was an overnight success. I had a lot of close calls. Had some things not go my way there at the end of a few events, and so it feels really good to finally win one and kind of get that monkey off your back. Something I always knew I was capable of doing.
And it's such an exciting time in bass fishing right now, and you coming out the first Derby of the highly anticipated 2019 tours, okay? Tours, I'm saying plural, and you come out right off the bat winning. It's pretty special, dude. It's pretty special.
Yeah, it is. And all the tours have made a lot of changes, so everybody's kind of sitting around going, wow, what's this going to do? What's that going to do? And, overall, I think it's going to be good for everybody this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a way to kick it off, man. And you won Rayburn in one of my favorite fashions, and that's cranking, dude. That was your primary pattern. And just recapping the derb, I mean, you kind of found a let's call it a textbook, a bass fishing magazine textbook spot.
I did.
I mean, dude, it was like a void. You described it as 2 boat lengths wide, 50 yards across, and whatever. And it was 15 foot deep and hydrilla coming up to the surface. I mean, dude, it was perfect.
Yeah, it was. And like I said, it was the last day of practice. I don't think I'd really had a significant bite since about 10 o'clock that morning. It was about 3:30 in the afternoon. I was idling along, and I looked down on my hummingbird, and the grass stopped, and I seen about 20 or 25 returns in that void. And I was like, oh, my gosh, that's bass. And
that's a good.
At the time, I was like, "Oh wow!" Well, when I made that first cast across it, and I caught that 6-pounder, I kind of the hair stood up on the back of my neck, and I threw back, and I caught a keeper, and then right away I panicked. I wanted to vanish, nobody to see me.
Exactly.
So, did I know it was going to be as good as it was? No, but I knew I'd found something.
And you rotated between cranks, like different Rapala crankbaits, right? That ran different depths.
That's right. I threw a DT10, a DT14, and a DT16, just depending on the height of the grass I was fishing, trying to stay above the grass or barely ticking the grass. Because, if you, and especially on that one place, if you threw too deep a running crankbait, I mean, you pulled up a wad of grass that, the size of a pillow, and you'd have to pick that off.
So you were just varying it depending on the depth of the grass. That was the call for the different tools of baits right there.
That's right.
Excellent. And and just and you rotated a little bit with the spinnerbait in there. You had to throw the spinnerbait in there a little bit. Classic Rayburn.
That's right. I'm a big spinnerbait fan. And I love to slow roll a big spinnerbait, and that's kind of how I. That's really kind of way I in college on Kentucky Lake here, that's how I bought my first Ranger boat.
Nice.
Me and Mark Menendez used to call it the ancient Chinese secret. We kept it a secret for as long as we could. And then Bob Hamilton won the Classic at Logan Martin and kind of let it out to the world, the big spinnerbait.
And you're throwing the 3/4 when you're saying the big spinner with the big blades.
That's right, the 3/4 ounce. Yes.
And is that classic kind of Rayburn flutter deep retrieve you were doing there?
Oh yeah, I just slow roll that bait, just fish it real slow, right along the bottom, and climb over that grass. And and every time you'd come over a clump of that grass, you'd pull free. Your heart would kind of flutter because you'd be waiting for that strike.
It's one of the best feelings in the world. I mean, that especially when they load up on that deep spinnerbait bite. And we were talking to JT a couple weekends ago, and he described the fish bite. JT Kenny described it as when you're in school and you lean back on your chair, and that feeling you get right before you fall over. That's a fish bite right there. That's a strike.
Exactly.
I thought it was an amazing analogy. But
and some of those crankbait fish, you could feel as you come through there, you could feel the fish swiping and missing it. And that's always a great feeling when you feel those fish swiping, because any second that rod's going to load up.
It's going to happen. Oh yeah, that's the magic of bass fishing. We talk about it all the time, man. It's amazing. It's sorcery, Terry. It's sorcery. That's what it is. Whatever. He's just agreeing with me.
Hey, when you found that when you found that spot, and this happens to me a lot, even in my little stupid derbies. If I find a spot, I always feel like, God, somebody else found this. I know somebody else found this.
Yeah.
Do you have to deal with that until the derby?
I had, and the first day of the tournament, I started on the place that I found the second day of practice. I'd caught 4 and 4 throws, and I could see the place, the place where I'd seen them on my depth finder from where I started, and I pulled in, and I just, I started fishing, and I kept waiting for somebody to pull over there, and I kept looking every now and then I started catching them on this place. So, and, I kind of got wrapped up in that. Then I looked up after 20 or 30 minutes, and, I was like, wow, nobody started on that place.
Nice. Thank God.
It's a good feeling.
And you had a pretty cool moment too. I guess you might call it one of those funny feeling moments in bass fishing. And I think it was the second day of the Derby where you decided to stick it out at your spot.
Right.
And it was kind of like what Ryan was saying, but you saw somebody in the distance, and you're like, I better stay here. They're gonna poach.
Yeah, but there was a local boat that had kind of come out there, and and he had kind of fished through that area, and and after I'd left it the first time, and he had watched me catch 2 or 3 fish, and then when I went back and I started catching them again, I was like, he kind of started back. And of course, and by then I'd already started catching them, and the film crew had showed up on me, and it brought a pretty good entourage along with it. And I thought, man, I know if I leave this place, they're going to fish it. And you're on a public lake. And I thought, I don't know what to do, and Jody White told me, he said, well, catch a 10-pounder. And,
That'll show them.
you know,
And there
Good
you go.
suggestion.
There
Yeah.
you go. And you did.
that's right.
So, and then on the last day, you made that you had another funny feeling that we get in these tournaments, and you got the hell out of there, and it was crucial
Yeah.
to your success.
Yeah, I had that feeling final day that place was probably going to play out, because the third day it just, I mean, when you catch 33 and a half pounds off a place, you don't have a whole lot of places to go, usually you're not, and I had that feeling going in the final day, and I told myself I was going to give it 2 shots. And if it didn't produce in 2 shots, they'd been biting best there around the middle of the day anyways, around 12 to 1. And I hit it around 11:30. I hit it at 1. And I said 2 shots. I actually gave it 3 shots. I hit it again at 1:30.
You have to. You got to. You have to.
Yeah, and I caught like 14 and a quarter half-inch fish off it in three trips. And at 2 o'clock, I thought, man, I got to go to something different. And I thought there was only 2 places I hadn't fished all week, and I ran to the first one, and and was able to cull 3 fish and lose another really nice fish at 251 right before we went in.
And it paid off, dude. I mean,
That's
12 ounces, it paid off. You won by 12, but it doesn't matter. You won.
That's right. I was very fortunate because Nick was, he's a very consistent angler all week, and he had that out pretty good.
He did, an amazing showing. And then, of course, our old buddy Brian Thrift.
That's right.
Who'd have thunk he'd take 3rd or 2nd again?
Well, Thrift, of course, the last day he said, I didn't catch anything today, and he had just shy of 20, which is not catching them for Brian Thrift.
We have a running question that either pops up on this show or outside of this show. And what in your opinion, Terry, makes Brian Thrift so good? Why is he so damn good? What is it?
I really don't know. Brian, I tell you one thing that makes Brian so good, I think, is Brian outworks a lot of us. He works at it hard every day. And I think he has a natural ability, but I think Brian really works at it. There's a lot of things you don't see that Brian does that makes him a better angler. I think he puts forth an extreme amount of effort, studying and pre-fishing and running around the country and doing different things. I think he does something with fishing every day.
He lives and breathes it constantly.
Right.
Constantly.
That's right.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Well, I don't. It worked out financially pretty good for him.
It has worked out
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Man, I think a lot of people know this and a lot of people don't, but I know last year you were going to give it up, man. You were going to hang it up, dude, and look what happened.
I had a pretty miserable season last season, and had a lot of things going. I wasn't having fun, and I was courting my now wife, and we got married in September. And at the end of July, I was
Congratulations! How about a
kicking
studio
around.
audience round of applause for the newlyweds, though?
Yeah.
You got to. There you go.
Married. I was married. Outfunded my coverage, I think they say in the South. But I was, and my wife said, no, you're not going to go out like that. You're going to go fish, and you're going to have fun, and you're going to fish another year. And, and I told myself, I said, I've got to get back to the 20, 30-year-old Terry Bolton, not the 48-year-old Terry Bolton. I've got to get back to having fun and remember why I got into this. And, I got into this because fishing's fun. And, through time and age, I think it's human nature. Any job we do, we tend to make it not fun. And for some reason, I don't know why that is. And I've been very blessed to get to do this a long time. And so I went to Rayburn, and I just kind of took it all in, and just relaxed and had fun. And, even when I went 4 or 5 hours without a bite, I just didn't let it get me down where used to I'd spin out. I'd think, oh, my God, I got to find them. I got to get on some, and I just relaxed and fished.
What was the turning point, though? What changed in your mind, Terry Bolton?
I really don't know. I'm going to give a lot of credit to my wife, because she kind of, I really have support in doing this. And she kind of calmed me down, and and she's kind of come into this and learned a lot. And she's been with me. She was at Lake Cumberland with me when I finished third a couple years ago, and she's been around me when I've done real well, and she's been around me when you looked at the standings and go, wow, did your boat break down? What happened to you? So it's I think a lot of it is that being happily married.
There you go. And there you go.
There's nothing better when somebody tells you to go fishing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Hey, why don't you go fishing? Okay. Every
Exactly.
time, right?
And in times in my life, I've had people not so happy with me because I was fishing.
A happy wife equals a happy life, and Derby wins.
Right.
That's
real easy. And you said fun, man. We're all about fun here. You know that, right?
That's right. And that's the big thing. I mean, I think, I've talked to a lot of pro anglers from every circuit, and the ones that's done it for quite a while, and they all say the same thing. They get, the fun's not there. They get to the point where, and I think I don't know why we lose it sometimes, but, and I think too, we start to care, I mean, it's like if you go out there and go, God, I got to catch 15 pounds. I got to catch 15 pounds. You put so much pressure on yourself. I don't think you naturally perform and make good decisions.
I agree. Yeah, I do way better in life when I give 0 Fs.
Well, that's right. And Rob Newell and I used to have a joke when he was, at FLW. I'd be doing real well in the tournament, and I'd come in the third day, and I'd have like 8 pounds, and he'd look at me and he goes, "Did you start carrying today?" And I said, "I care today."
That's what happened. Hey, let's have some fun stray cast style right now. What do you say?
Okay.
Let's play some game shows.
Okay.
All right. The first one we're going to play is back by popular demand, and it is called 3 on deck, 1 in hand. 3 on deck, 1 in hand. It's a new rule that actually Bill Taylor called me last night, and I decided that we should implement this for the remainder of the 2019 FLW Tour Series.
Okay.
It's called 3 on deck, 1 on hand, or something like that.
3 in hand.
3 on deck, 1 in hand. So you are only allowed for the remainder of the derbies to bring 4 rods with you.
Okay.
For the remainder of the derbies. What are those 4 rod and reel combos? Choose wisely, my friend. You only have 4. Bill Taylor will disqualify you.
I would choose a 6'10" loose spinnerbait rod, a 7/6 flipping stick. I would probably choose a 7'2" loose worm jig rod.
Worm jig.
And probably I would go with a loose 7/6 crankbait rod.
Ooh, 7/6 crank. And what was the first one? I got 7/6 flip, 7/2 worm.
6'10" spinnerbait rod.
6'10" spinnerbait. All power fishing. I love it. Not a sissy stick in the bunch.
No. I only like throwing things with skirts. And
big hooks, gaffs. You know what I'm saying. The big old gaffs.
That's right.
Amazing. 6'10" spinnerbait rod, 7/6 flip stick, 7/2 worm jig, and a 7/6 crank. And that's going to cover Terry Bolton's needs.
That'll do it.
I could get away with that, too.
Oh, yeah.
For the derbies, I don't fish.
Go big or go home.
Exactly, right there. I think he won. Get it cleared with Bill Taylor. There it is. Boom. It is cleared. Cleared. Now, the world may or may not know this also about you, but you are an avid Van Halen fan.
Yes, I am. And, I'm a child of the 80s.
A child of the 80s. One might call you a Van Halen freak.
Well, I don't know if it's a freak, but I listen to a lot of Van Halen. I listened to it in the truck very loudly before every day at Sam Rayburn until I got to the boat ramp.
Love it. So, yes, it's true. They do call him a Van Halen freak. Do not deny this.
What's the last song you want to hear before a tournament? What's the one you want to hear?
No, I'm trying.
You cut out there.
I think about I listened to the one off It's About Time. I listened to that one quite a bit. Probably some of the older Van Halen stuff, Women in Love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Let's see. I'm sitting here trying to
It's
to
okay.
think of all.
It's okay.
There's so many.
I need you to clear your mind right now, though. This is
Okay.
in fact, maybe we could take, before we get back into this, you want to take a phone call? You want to do that? What the heck? Super organized. All right, let's try this right now. Say it again. If you want to call in, you can. The number is 520-214-2277. We got a fish on the line. You're on with Terry Bolton. Welcome to the show. Hello?
Hey, how's it going, Terry?
How are you?
Excellent. Congrats on your win.
Thank you very much.
Who's calling and where are you calling from?
It's Matt from Michigan.
Matt from Michigan.
Yeah, my question was just, when you're throwing that heavy 3/4 ounce spinnerbait like that in the grass, are you throwing that on braid, or what weight and what line are you using?
I was using 17-pound Suffix 100% fluorocarbon. Usually I throw a 14 to a 17 pound. Of course, the 14 casts better than the 17. 17's got a little bigger diameter. But at Rayburn, with the taller, thicker grass and the bigger fish, I went with the 17.
Boom. There it is, Matt.
Nice.
What do you use, Matt?
Say that again?
What do you use usually on your spinnerbaits, on your big spinnerbaits?
Oh, I don't know. I'm scared with that 3/4 ounce. I would have guessed a 20-pound braid or something, but I guess when I do throw my chatterbait, I do use a 20-pound fluoro on that. So
there you go.
I can see it.
Don't be afraid of the big blade, man.
I could have got away
Nope.
with the 20-pound there, just as far as in the colder weather and castability becomes an issue, with bigger fluorocarbons and colder weather. So, the 17 is kind of where I kind of stayed. And, I've never had any problem, moving them out of the grass with that.
There it is. Try it, Matt.
Gotcha.
Get some heavy
Thanks.
line. There it is,
All
Matt.
right. Thanks for the gym.
Matt from Michigan.
Thanks for calling.
Boom, boom, boom. All right. Now I think we could do this. You ready to Van Halen out right now?
That's right.
Let's do it, man. I am going to give you some Van Halen lyrics, and you need to relate them to bass fishing.
Uh-oh.
The words of the prophet David Lee Roth. It's time for the Van Halen What's on Your Mind edition with Terry Bolton, FLW Tour Pro. It's the Van Halen game. We're going to give you a lyric, and you relate it to bass fishing, Terry Bolton.
Okay.
The first lyric. We're searching for the latest thing, a break in this routine. We're talking some new kicks, ones like you ain't never seen.
Well, that's got to be when I'm out there idling around on those ledges, trying to find that place where nobody has ever fished before.
There it is, and this is home. This is Mean Street when you find that ledge right there. Mean Street. What's that, Fair Warning? Fair
Sounds
Warning
right.
album? Mean Street, Van Halen. There it is.
That's right.
Here's probably one of the most philosophical David Lee Roth Van Halen lyrics of all time. And it goes a little like this. Ayo, hey you, who said that? Baby, how you been?
That would kind of be when you're not paying attention and you get that topwater bite. When
Okay.
You got your turned. That's where that would come in.
Very good. And,
Very good.
and that is from the song Jump
Yes.
from 1984.
Yeah.
Ayo, hey you, who said that? Baby, how you been? There it is. It's amazing.
One of my favorites.
Yes, amazing lyric. Definitely.
Makes perfect sense.
Okay. I seen a lot of people looking for a moonbeam. Hey, you kind of like it. Got lost in the jet stream.
See, that one's a little tougher there. I would kind of liken that to whenever I have to get a spinning rod out
Yes.
and I'm all tangled up and I've got it wrapped around everything on the deck of the boat. That would probably be closer to where I'd go with that one.
Yes. Excellent. Okay.
Nice.
We're getting. Can I get some music behind me? I feel that very flat right now. Something. There we go. Excellent. Okay. I'm on the road. I'm on the highway. I'm wanted, dead or alive.
Well, that's the way I kind of felt this week since I've left Sam Rayburn.
That's a good answer. Now this is a cover song, Van Halen cover song from the Diver Down album. It's just an invitation from across the nation. It's a chance for the folks to meet. How does that relate to bass fishing?
Well, I don't know. That sounds like that could be anything from an open tournament to the pre-tournament meeting.
Okay. Well, we got that. I'm liking how I'm mind melding with Terry here.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. Last one. I am a victim of the science age, a ruler of the storm. Oh yeah. Nobody rules these streets at night like me, the atomic punk.
The atomic punk.
Yeah.
Well, that would be whenever I figure out actually how to use everything on my Humminbird depth finder.
No one will rule the streets at night like him. He is a victim of the science age. He is Terry Bolton. He is the champion of Sam Rayburn 2019 FLW Tour Stop 1. Give it up for Terry Bolton right there.
Awesome.
Outstanding.
That's the best version of that.
Yeah.
That's happened.
Yeah. You nailed it.
Solid.
You nailed it.
Good job.
Thank you.
And do you agree how philosophical David Lee Roth actually is?
Yeah, I did get to see him in concert about 3 years ago in St. Louis, and that was big for me to see, David Lee Roth with Van Halen.
And I saw the same tour in Chicago, and I think I shared this with you. I thought it was so great how Dave had to tell us how great he used to be the entire time.
Dave, Dave couldn't quite hit all the notes he used to.
He did a lot of talking.
No ego on that.
He did
guy
a lot
at
of
all.
Panama. Wow. Panama. Look at you. Panama. Wow. That was the whole show. It was awesome. I loved it. Terry Bolton, anything you want to say to your fans or the Bass Fishing Galaxy before we get the hell out of here?
What's that?
I said anything you want to say to your fans or the Bass Fishing Galaxy before we get out of here?
I've had just lots and lots and lots of people. I had lots of text messages and well wishes, and I've heard from a lot of people that I've worked with through the years. Both old sponsors, and everything, and that really means a lot to me. I've tried to answer everybody's text and messages and different things, and that's a big thing. I got to give a shout out to everybody at Fast Eddie's, the one we did the funny video this week.
That was awesome.
I got to say hi to a friend of mine's grandson, Braxton. He's watching tonight. He's a little guy. He loves to fish. He's 2 years old.
Does Braxton like Van Halen?
What's that?
Does Braxton like Van Halen?
Well, we're going to introduce him to Van Halen.
Very good. Very good.
The David Lee Roth era.
Yes, please.
I think that's a big thing. I just, it means a lot to me after doing this so long. I think it, a lot of people were happy to finally see me get over the hump and have my time in the sun. And it's been enjoyable, and it's been a fun ride. It's been a long time coming. God has a plan for all of us. Sometimes it's not on the same time frame as we'd like to see.
So true, Terry. So true. And once again, dude, congratulations. We're super proud of you, man.
Congrats, man.
We really are.
Go get another one.
Yeah, there's plenty of derbies left, so you can bring home another trophy.
Well, anything's possible. The motto this year is for me to have fun. And I think as long as I have fun, everything will fall in place. But, if I ever start caring, you might ought to call me and say, hey, look, you better stop caring, and go back to having fun.
My grandpa always told me, take the hinge off your knee and quit kicking yourself in the ass.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Terry Bolton. Thank you so much. You're welcome to have fun on this show anytime you want, buddy.
Well, thank you. Anytime you want to do something, just give me a call. I'll be on here anytime you'd like.
Awesome. Hold on 1 second before you go, Terry. What's up, JP?
Okay.
Hey, Terry, Wesley Schrader was watching, and you are his pick to win the next FLW event.
Well, thank you.
Ooh,
Thank you.
look at that.
When you got, Wesley and I go way back to the old Red Man days, so.
He says he says back to back.
Back to back.
Wesley and I, we actually drew out in a tournament years ago together on, I believe it was on Watts Bar Lake. So, me and Wesley, we've been around each other a long time, and that's a compliment coming from Wesley, and I'll do my best.
Well, here's what we got for you. Compliments of Wesley Strader. Hey, Andy, can I get some Champion music? Can I get some Champion? Give me a little Champion beat back there. Get ready for this. After 24 years of struggle, it has finally come to fruition. Terry Bolton has done it. Back-to-back victories on the FLW Tour. It's Terry Bolton. Let's get loud and proud for TB. I was practicing like if you were coming up to the stage after your second win.
Might give Chris Jones a run for his money.
Yeah, I'll take on Chris any day. He knows that. Jeez.
That's right. Chris better watch out.
Yeah. The funny story real quick before you go. So we're at the Cup, and we walk into this Mexican restaurant. And there's Chris Jones sitting there with his family and a bunch of FLWers. Wers. How do you say it? FLWers?
FLWers.
FLWers.
Yes.
And we walk in, our rowdy bunch. And the place is just chocked full of smoke. There was a terrible fajita incident in the kitchen.
Yeah, there was.
True story. I mean,
awful.
and everybody's just going, their eyes are bloodshot, beet red. It just looked like a big party, a college frat party. So I walk up to Chris Jones's table and I said, Chris, I thought you gave this shit up in college. End of story right there. Ba-dum-ching.
Chris was the only one laughing.
Yeah, he
in
did.
that room.
And his wife cracked up. His wife cracked up about it, too. So we love Chris. We love Chris. Was that Chris? Where'd he come from? Here's the deal, man. There's Chris right there. Hey, Terry, thank you so much, dude. We'll see you soon.
Thank you for having me. Thank you guys very much.
It's been our pleasure, Terry Bolton.
Thank you.
True champion right there. Hey, I say that y'all put the power poles down. Don't go anywhere. When we get back, it's the Smiling Tin Man handy guy, John Cox. Boom. Discover the magic of balsa. For decades, professional fishermen and the angling elite come to rely on the fish-catching performance of hand-carved custom balsa lures. PH Custom Lures by Phil Hunt have assembled the comprehensive line of custom balsa baits. The original Huntin' Pete, Bill Lowenstaller Bill, Wesley Strader's Ploppin' Pete, and the new Matt Heron Fudd, in addition to the entire family of PH Custom Lures, are just what you need to get that edge over the competition. Discover the magic of balsa today and visit phcustomlures.com. That's phcustomlures.com.
Hey guys, Micah Frazier here. I've got a bait from War Eagle Baits called the Buzz Toad. Big thing lately has been putting a toad style bait on a buzz bait, and preferably it's my favorite way to fish one. This bait here's got a quick planing head, a great hook, and it squeals right out of the package. The body of this bait is big and bulky, so it allows you to skip it. It planes quicker than a skirted bait would. In my opinion, it's just the way to fish a buzz bait. So y'all check this thing out. It's pretty awesome.
Nothing stops your boat faster and holds it more securely than Power Pole shallow water anchors. Some folks hear Power Pole and think, oh man, I can't afford that. But did you know you can get the 8-foot Power Pole Sportsman 2 hydraulic anchor now with Sea Monster 2.0 pump and heavy duty hydraulic hose for just $1,295? It's got all the features Power Pole anchors are famous for, and a single Sportsman 2 will hold a bass boat up to 4,500 pounds. Go check it out at power-pole.com to find a dealer near you. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure.
The swim jig technique is one of the most successful ways to put fish in the boat. Time in and time out, Brovani Baits swim jigs are just the right tool for the job. Beaming with quality, the Brovani swim jigs come in a myriad of colors, feature the best premium hooks and solid trailer keepers to give you, the serious bass angler, the confidence you need to accomplish your goal of putting more fish in the boat. So go to BrovaniBaits.com and start climbing the ladder to swim jig success.
Welcome back. Let's keep this party going. What do you think?
Sure.
I think that would be appropriate at this time to keep the festivities in line and bring to you our buddy from Florida. He's from the Sunshine State, you know. I used to live in the Sunshine State.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
No kidding.
Yeah. But anyway, enough about me.
Boca Raton?
Enough about me, but let's talk about right now the guy with the Chicago hat on. Give it up for smiling John Cox. Yes. I love the Chicago hat, dude. I love it.
Yeah, that's the new Crestliner.
Oh, we thought you were doing that because we're from Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
But I like the new Crestliner logo.
Yeah.
It's like Cox, too. It could be Cox.
Yeah. Cox juice.
Yeah.
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 Cox juice hat.
Cox juice, John Cox fishing hat. Crestliner.
Yeah.
Killing lots of birds with one stone right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how you do it. That's how Scott Martin did it. Right. There.
Right.
Boom. Nailed it. Dude, welcome back, man. How many times has John Cox been on this show now? Do we have any idea? Like, about 6 times, right?
Jeez.
Yeah, and this is our 4th season. Do you believe we've been around 4 years already?
Wow, man, that time has flew by.
That's kind of crazy when you think about it, that we haven't been canceled or banned yet.
We're up to number 5.
Yeah,
So.
we're number 5 rated web show in the galaxy right now, so we're kind of a big deal, John.
Bass fishing web show.
Yeah, bass fishing web show.
That's awesome.
Not counting Seinfeld stuff.
No.
Only in bass fishing. But, dude, man, it's great to have you back. I was kind of going through some things about you. We've covered just about every gamut of the life of John Cox that we possibly can, but I got to looking at things, and you have fished officially as of the Sam Rayburn tournament. Do you know how many derbies you have officially fished for FLW?
Oh, no idea.
No idea. Ryan, do you know?
210 or something like that?
No, actually.
120?
You're dyslexic.
120
It's
maybe?
120 derbs you've fished.
Oh, my God.
120. Does it feel like that?
No, now I feel really old.
Yeah, 120 derbs. 9 years, John. 9 years.
What is that breakdown from what I won? I made about, $25 a tournament?
No, it's way better than you thought. Way better. So you have won almost 210. What is it? What did he win? Where's $1.2 million?
Yep.
Right.
1.2 mil.
I don't even believe that.
Well, I don't know.
True.
I'm going by the stats.
It was on the internet.
Ronnie
It's gotta
Moore,
be true.
Ronnie Moore pirated the FLW database and sent us this information, so it is factual.
Oh, Rodney's always right.
Yeah, exactly. So you have won about 10 G's a derb.
Oh, wow. That's good. That's a good
Yeah,
average.
we'll take that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Like $70K a year.
No, yeah.
And that's why this year you were finally able to afford a television set for your family.
Yeah, and I still haven't set it up.
Dude,
Still on the floor.
please tell me the story, or tell everyone the story about how your family just asked you to go on vacation and what your response was.
Oh yeah. They all went skiing, and I was like, the fish are spawning. I'm not going anywhere.
Did they understand finally? Did they get it?
Yeah, they understood.
They knew what you had to do. They knew what you had to do, man. But dude, I mean, I got to ask you this: does it ever get tired of you hearing that introduction, 2016 Forest Wood Cup champion? Does that ever get old, dude?
No, I'm telling you, that whole thing was so crazy and unreal. It just, it's almost like it was like a dream, and just, to go to a ledge lake and catch them up shallow, and it was just, still.
Are you doing Morse code? What are you doing?
What?
Are you talking to the Russians in Morse code?
No. You told me to get a pen and paper.
Oh,
Do you have that
that's
thing
coming
from
up.
Karate Kid
My
2
God.
in your hand?
Do you have a shake weight underneath there right now? What is going on?
Oh man.
Dude, 9 years of derbies. This is a big year right now. It's a big year for bass fishing. All right. And you did. I mean, what you were like, what at Rayburn, like in the 30s or something, right? Or
Yeah, I finished. I was super thrilled with that. I mean, it was rough fishing. Everything was out. You could tell there was no fish on the bank, and found one little spot, and got a check out of it. So I was happy.
It worked out.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and I went through. I mean, I thought I could get back into some pond somewhere, and it would be amazing. But that place is so good. The offshore bite just hammered it.
Ham bone.
Yeah.
Dude, we never really get into the technical side or the mind of John Cox when you come on the show. I know it's a dark, deep place, but we're gonna attempt to get into the realm there.
Okay.
And so I don't know if you realize this about you, but a lot of people get the impression that you just fly by the seat of your pants, and I think it's because you're always smiling. Like,
right.
You could say, "Oh shoot, my big toe's on fire," and then you would just smile about it and not even try to put it out if we were in the boat.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But so I think that that's I mean, that could be like a defense mechanism.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it's the only thing that's gotten me through, all these years of fishing, because stuff you can't control so many things, and I mean, there's always issues that pop up and stuff, and you got to just roll with them, and you just got to laugh about it sometimes. I mean, when you get out there and you go to make your first cast, and you got this one bait that's you're gonna slay them on all tournament, and you only got one of them, and you go to cast it and you break it off and it flies out in the lake. I mean, it's
been there.
Yeah.
Sucks when it's an A rig too, and there's like $70 on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, but you do prepare, man. I mean, I know
Yeah.
I mean, you're serious about this sport. That you fish so many damn derbies. It's amazing.
Right. I mean, it doesn't stop. Like, I try to think of, we take our vacations, we go fishing. I mean, it's constantly, you're just trying to improve techniques and just, it never stops, It's just like, we got next week off, in between tournaments, and it will be, fishing from, as soon as I drop the kids off and, until they come home every day, and then, and then just working on stuff, all week, just preparing for the next one.
It's a constant.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. So you're getting ready for Harris Chain here for the Bass Opens.
Right.
And so kind of give the viewers out there a little perspective. You're very familiar with Florida lakes. Why are you smiling right now? I didn't even do anything.
They're spawning.
What is going on?
I'm going fish Harris Chain tomorrow.
Okay, I get it now.
If they don't cancel.
I get it. Okay, good. I hope they don't. But so I mean, Harrison might not be the best example,
right,
as far as practicing, because I would imagine, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the first thing that anybody's going to do is check out some historic spots, especially if you're that familiar. Correct?
Right. And I mean, some of the historic spots that I did well on, I visited them probably in the last 4 or 5 days, probably 5 or 6 times, hoping something was going to happen or change. And, it's just crazy how the lakes are changing.
Gotcha.
It's just, it's crazy.
It's a perfect example. Okay.
Right.
Whether it be Harris Chain or whether it's Hartwell or whether it's going to be Seminole or Toho or whatever.
Right.
Okay. So you try history, and
right.
now history is not panning out.
Right.
What do you do now, Smiling John? What's up?
So I actually I hooked up a new Lowrance 3D scan transducer, and I'm idling this week.
You did a lot of idling.
I did a lot of idling, and and I'm not 100% sure what I was looking at, but I mean, I found some spots in the grass that seemed like it had some fish, and I don't know. We'll go see. Maybe we can go catch them during the tournament. I don't know. Or at least we'll watch someone jack them there. I don't know.
If they're not there first. So you're cruising and you're marking dots? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, well, no. So, I was doing a lot of idling, trying to find isolated clumps of grass, and then also finding, big areas of grass that would have, like a hole in it, like with some sand, with sandier bottom. And, and then you would see them on the side scan. You'd see the little dots sitting in the hole, So I'm pretty sure those are a bass, I would
That's
imagine.
what you're looking for.
Yeah,
Hey, I want to remind
hopefully.
everybody, if you have questions for John, you could send them to JP High through the it's really his name. It's not funny. You could send them to JP High on the social media, and he'll answer them for you, or he'll get them to John, or you can call in to what's the number? 214, something like that. The hell's our phone number?
I think 219
520-214-2277.
520-214-2277. See how professional we are, John?
Right.
That's why I'm always smiling too.
You're right.
But so you're practicing for the Derby. Now you've idled. This applies to many lakes that you will encounter this year on the tour. Is that your approach, or is it?
No, I mean
special?
normally, I always try to start. I put the transducer back there, and it usually doesn't make it through the first tournament or two. It just gets off. But this week, it's been on there. I mean,
nice.
Hopefully it'll come into play. I mean, I really, didn't really see much happening at all on the banks, and we got a bad front coming in, and there's not really any mats for them to tuck under. So, I mean, it's definitely, it's going to turn into a off the bank tournament for sure.
Excited or what?
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I've rigged up like 10 rods. I don't really know what I'm going to throw out there, but.
Well, that
comes
comes. You are a handyman, and that comes. This is now our tools of the trade segment of our show. So that's my next thing. I kind of want to know, like, how you're rigging up, how you're like practice baits, combos, deals like that. Talk to us about that.
Well, I'm using a lot of the Boo Garcia rods and reels now, and I'm using the Premier Fantista series. I'm really liking those blanks because they just seem like they're a little bit softer than some of the other ones. They still have a lot of power, but they give into the rods. Kind of what I'm more used to.
I agree, and I might call that a refined action.
Right,
and
I'm and that's another part. I'm learning that, and it's been 5 years since I've used a manufactured rod, so and they've come a long way. So I'm thrilled. I'm learning new stuff, and I got everything from I got a big spinnerbait tied on.
Can you show us something, or do you not want to give it away?
My house is a disaster.
We love that. Oh my God!
There it is.
No, it's really bad. Let's see. I got a spinnerbait, chatterbait tied up. I got the old dirty jigs.
Yeah.
And then I'm actually getting these guys ready. Unfortunately.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
I know, but that's probably what's going to end up happening.
I saw the show with you in Zona, so I know.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to bomb any of these things, So
sure, no, you can't afford to.
No, so I'm gonna have a little bit of everything just in case I'm out there and there's other guys yanking on them. I'll have something similar to throw.
So, how many rod and reels do you think you carry in your boat at all times?
Normally, I only bring probably 10 at the max.
Wow.
I usually don't have that many. But tomorrow I'm gonna have probably 15 or 16.
Are you what many might consider an aggressive respooler, or do you?
I have line problem for sure. I always like. I just like the way fresh line feels. Some people like using it after you kind of break it in and throw it a lot and get some of the stretch out of it. And I like I like the fresh, and sometimes I'll spool up halfway during the day too. I'll pull it all off and just because I like that fresh feel, and having the spool full.
Sure, there's not that. Wow. That's one of the beautiful feelings of bass fishing, actually.
Not too full. Though.
Yeah,
it seems like it's more of a drag thing too. Like the more line you have on the spool, your it seems a little bit smoother than if it's lower on the spool. And
I agree. Now I overfill. Like I'm one of the guys that put absolutely as much line as I possibly can on the spool. Dude. And Ryan's opposite. He'll go lower. Where do you fall?
Yeah, I always end up putting too much, especially if I feel like I'm gonna really catch them. I'll always put too much, and I'll be like, oh man, then I'll have to strip 30 feet off, and then but that's usually a good sign.
Yeah.
But I haven't done that yet, so I'm hoping I do that on some of these other rods.
Because you can always take some off, but you can't put it back
Right.
on. And there's nothing
Right,
worse
yeah.
than that feeling when you're like, damn, there's just a little bit too less line on
Yeah.
here.
The worst is when you're spooling it up and you get it all the way up, and then you're running out of line. You're like, oh, I almost got enough, and then then you're just short that 20 feet that you wanted to fill the spool, and then you got to redo the whole thing over.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. That's the worst.
Hey, here's your opportunity to talk to John Cox. 214. What's the number? Why do I never remember? Why isn't it on the screen?
520-214.
The hell kind of operation is this?
2277.
520-214 Bass.
520-214 Bass. You want to talk to John Cox? Here's your chance. Damn.
Hey, you're riding. We got to call.
Shit, that
Hold
happened
that.
quick. Right there. Do we got a fish on the line? I think we do got a fish on the line. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from? Who are you?
Hey, it's Matt from Michigan again.
Matt, what are you? How did Matt from Michigan get in?
Double
again?
dipping.
Does he got the back line?
Where's the caller ID?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
You don't have a screener?
I get directly through.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, first off, John, I wanted to say thanks for making me feel better about my tackle mess in my kitchen.
Isn't that awful? My whole I have the kitchen taken up with stuff. I got the whole living room. I mean, luckily I don't have a couch in there yet because there is stuff everywhere.
Yeah. My question was now that you were using the Abu Garcia line rods, any recommendations for a frog rod?
I actually, believe it or not, I caught almost half my fish at Rayburn on a frog in like 55-degree water temp.
Nice.
And and it was just crazy. I mean, that's how stacked they probably were. I probably should have really tried some other stuff. But,
It's too fun, though.
Yeah, it was too much fun to lay it down. But honestly, I started off with the 7.5 heavy Fantista Premier, and I liked it. But when I went the next day, I put it on the 7.6 heavy, and it was amazing. I mean, I could cast it so far and walk it really well, and it would drill them, and you could just crank them right in. It was definitely a really great frog rod.
What's your frog reel that you're using from Abu?
I'm using just a Premier, I think 7.2-1.
Gotcha.
I'm still trying to key that in. I'm still trying to figure out. I actually went and I tried some of the saltwater Revos.
The inshores?
Yeah, well, I just got a couple just because St. John's is so tannic, and there is some salt water in it, and I just wanted to just to give them a try. So I'm trying them out some. I'm trying some of the Rockets out, some of the new Rockets. I really like them. So I mean, I'm by mid-season this year, I'll have it. I'll be really dialed in on all my stuff for sure.
There it is. Matt, there you go, Matt. You know the frog rod.
Awesome.
Thanks, Matt from Michigan. Boom. Right there. John Cox getting dialed in. Tools of the trade.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to ask you this. There 3 tours now.
Right.
3 tours in bass fishing. You obviously stayed with FLW.
Right.
I do not know the answer to this question. You don't have to answer this if you don't want. Did you get an invite to fish the Bass Pro Tour, and did you get an invite to fish BASS, or did you qualify for it? And
I didn't get an invite for the Bass Pro Tour. I qualified through the Opens to fish the Bassmaster Elites. But I stayed at FLW. I mean, I just I thought about it hard and stuff, and FLW's been my home forever, and they helped me get to where I'm able to go fishing every day.
Yeah, absolutely, and amazing people.
Right.
Why?
Right, and it's just, I mean, for me to be able to do that, I just didn't, I'm not a greedy person. I don't, I want to go fishing,
That's it.
And FLW, it's just, we're like a big family and stuff, and I just, just wanted to stay.
100%. No, and dude, we're happy you did. And we, that's the goal, man. You hit it on the head. Look how amazing it is.
Right.
And you said FLW provided this for you in conjunction with your skills as an angler.
And,
right.
And
yeah, and this is just giving me all the stepping stones to get to this point.
yeah.
It wasn't like it wasn't like I just jumped into it all of a sudden. Some of these guys come out and they're just amazing from the get go. Like I've had to I've worked all the way up
120 derbies.
Yeah, 120.
But I mean, but think of it, man. And again, we were talking about this. How cool is it? You're super content, and I mean this in a good way. Content can be bad, but I mean this in a good way. You're very content with FLW right now, and you're making a living fishing, John. You're providing for your family, and you're happy. It's evident how happy you are.
Right. I mean, and that was what started the third trail. Is people being unhappy, and it's, man, I mean, I'm I got it good.
Yeah. I mean, here's an example of the John Cox attitude. And if we all lived like this, the world would be a better place. I saw John at the Cup, and he was all bummed out. I saw him backstage. He's talking on the phone or something. And he's like, Pat, I'm bummed out. I'm like, why are you bummed out, dude? And he's like, I blew a hub on my trailer, and I blew the derby. And I'm like, dude, go in there and get your check for $30,000. It's going to keep you smiling again. And then I'm like, and then figure out the hub. And you're like, yeah, I think I'm just going to drive to Alabama on that hub. It'll be all right. And boom, you changed like that. That's what.
Did you make it, by the way?
Yeah, I made it.
He did, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I texted him the next day.
I made it to Alabama, and then I made it all the way to, I made it somewhere. I don't know. All the way home, I think.
On that hub. Holy
But
crap.
that is the John Cox attitude that could make this whole world a better place. We don't need walls. We don't need any of this shit. All we need is the John Cox attitude.
Oh, man.
Am I right?
I hear you.
Yeah, just drive it till the wheels fall off.
Damn right.
Yeah.
With a smile.
Wheels fall off.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
Oh, dude.
Speaking of that stuff, you're in a different boat this year, right?
No, I because I'm fishing so many events, I have the Crestliner Bass Hawk. It's an 18.5-foot deep V.
Right.
Usually I'll use it more up north, but I took it to Texas. I fished Rayburn with it. I'm gonna fish Toledo Bend with it in a couple weeks, and then here on Harris Chain and Toho, I'm gonna be using the Crestliner PT20.
Nice.
And both of them got 200 mercuries on them. Man, I got one of the new mercuries on the PT20. Man,
You like it?
It sounds so, man. It's got so much more power. It's awesome.
Damn, you have a whole flotilla at the Cox compound.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then my buddy Keith, he's been running the boat from the Cup that I won the Cup in because we can't get rid of that one.
Yeah, you got to keep that around. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so we got a mess over.
Where's that frog? You got that frog put up somewhere?
I actually put it back in my tackle box.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. I'll put it back in there just in case.
For special occasions.
That's awesome.
Right.
Hey, back to that whole the whole invite and decision thing. Why do you think that the Bass Pro Tour did not invite you? I mean, you're like, dude, you're perfect for that.
Oh, I don't know. I think, I mean, a lot of them guys know me too, and they probably knew, that I probably wouldn't have went, and just the way, I don't know.
But that's like, but dude, that's like, that they might have forgot
It
about.
might have been like, John, who? We don't know him.
But dude, that's like not.
I forgot about John.
It's like if you don't ask the hot girl to dance, you're never gonna know if you're gonna get lucky. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. But anyway, I'm glad you stayed where you are.
Yeah.
You better.
I felt good about it when I made a decision, and yeah, I mean, I had no regrets and felt good about it. So.
You want to do a little breakdown for the rest of the derbs that you got?
Sure. Yeah.
So you're going to Toho next.
Right.
That's another place special to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's right. I mean, right here where I live, I'm like 45 minutes from Harris, and I'm about an hour from Toho. So I mean, they're grew up fishing them. Oh.
No, we're good. We're good.
Oh,
sorry, that was on me.
Grew up fishing both these chains a ton, and it's just crazy. Like I you think I would be super confident at at both the lakes, but they're just completely changing, like, from one day to the next, even changing. And that's how it is in Florida. You just have to, just adapt. It's crazy. So I'm more nervous about, when we have them here close to the house than when we go out of town.
So Seminole's pretty close too. That's their next stop.
Yeah, Seminole's about 5.5 hours. So I like once you get a few hours, where I don't get to go that often. It's kind of nice when you go to some of these places and you're kind of fresh too. Like, you don't really know much, and you're learning a lot of it. It's kind of nice. And then when you know everything about the lake,
Oh, hey, I forgot to do this. While we're doing this, you should write down the name of these lakes. So far we got Toho and Seminole.
Okay.
You with me?
All right. I got Toho, Seminole,
and Seminole. And then you go to Grand.
Grand.
Yeah. So that's Grand Lake of the Cherokees, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna sound. This is gonna sound dumb, but I was having this conversation with Andy, and we were both a little confused on it. But then we kind of figured it out. Now there's Cherokee and Grand Lake of the Cherokees. It's two different lakes, right?
Yeah.
I've never been there.
To Cherokee.
Yeah.
But they.
So the two different ones that are on the schedule, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The first Grand we go to is Oklahoma.
Okay, and that's Grand
Right.
Lake of the Cherokees.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other Grand Lake is the one in Tennessee.
Gotcha. And that's where the elites were.
Right. Yeah. That's where they call them smallmouth, I guess, out deep or something.
Gotcha.
Right.
And then you go after that. You're to Chickamauga.
Are the Grands are back to back?
Yeah, dude. You got Grand Lake Grand Lake of the Cherokee 28th through the 31st of March, and then
Right.
April 11th through 14th is Cherokee.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you need me to organize shit for you, just let me know. I'll
Yeah, I know.
send you. See, I'm glad you're writing this
I'm
down.
writing them down and the date.
That's perfect. It's perfect. And we could backtrack. February 7th through 10th is Toho. March
right.
7th through 10th is Seminole. 28-31 Grand. 11 through 14 Cherokee. And that brings us to Chickamauga May 2nd through 5th. May 2nd through 5th. That's going to be, dude, come on.
That might be a good one. I think when I won that Bassmaster one last year, or the year before or something, I think we were there the third week maybe, or maybe the second week. So, I mean, it should still be good, I think, when we go there.
Absolutely, dude. And then June at Champlain, bro.
Oh, I know.
Come
Isn't that
on,
awesome?
yeah.
I just thought of that the other day. Like when I was trolling around, I wasn't catching anything. I was like, you know what? We go to Champlain at the middle, the end of the season. Like, that's just awesome. That place it's amazing.
But think about this 2016 FLW Forest Wood Cup champion. Every one of these derbies fit your style, bro. Except Cherokee. I don't even know what the hell that lake is.
Yeah,
But
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there'll be a few on bed and I can get by.
Yes. But seriously, has that crossed your mind, dude? I know you fish against the fish. I know blah, blah,
Right.
blah. But, dude, come on.
No, yeah, no. I mean, when I look at the schedule, FLW always has a really good schedule.
Yes.
I mean, they always do. They try to lay it out, where we hit some of these places when the fish are fresh and just starting to come in. And, yeah, man, I mean, it is. I mean, I'm excited about the whole schedule.
And I don't care what anybody says. This is a John Cox schedule. Did you pay these guys? Is this what happened with this?
Right.
It's amazing.
I know it is. I honestly, I thought about it other ways too, and I was like, if I went and fished the elites, like, I would be watching the FLW live, just wishing I was there, and every one of them. So,
Well,
I'm glad I stayed.
You strike me as the kind of guy, though, that if you did have the opportunity, you would fish the elites and the FLW.
Oh, without a doubt. That's what I was trying to make happen, and then not do the opens, the Bass Opens, but they just I don't know, they just end up overlapping some of them,
Yeah, no, it's too bad. I'd love to see that, like the old.
Yeah, I mean, maybe next year, maybe they'll make something happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I hope they do that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I hope so too. It'd be awesome.
So, what do you say we play a 2019 FLW Tour Stop game show?
That works.
Okay, you got those all written down?
Yep.
Something happened to my chair. again.
You hit the elevator button?
Hey now. Hey now. Is that all right? So you got Toho, Seminole, Grand Lake, Cherokee, Chick, and Champlain. So what I'm going to do is give you a little statement or a phrase. And this game is called Match 'em Up.
Match 'em up.
Match 'em up. So you need to match up the lake with the statement or the phrase that I give you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
You feeling relaxed?
I am. I'm
Good. Good. This should relax you a little more. I'd like to welcome Smiling John Cox. He's a Forest Wood Cup champ. He's FLW Tour Pro. He's going to play the first edition ever of 2019 FLW Tour Match 'em Up game.
It's the lounge edition.
Yeah, it's a super lounge edition. Mr. and Mrs. Horowitz are celebrating their 35th anniversary. We'd like to welcome you to the Lizard Lounge. Thank you very much. Drink specials tonight. 3 for $5. Don't forget to tip your bartenders. Ladies and gentlemen, here's John Cox. John? I'm glad Andy's not going to be at this one. Match up the lake. Glad Andy's not going to be at this one.
Chickamauga.
That's Chickamauga. He nailed it. It's right there. Gary won this one way back, wallowing in decaying mats.
Seminole.
Got that right.
No.
Dude.
Was it?
Yeah. Seminole. Wait, what were you going to say?
Right. No.
You want to phone?
Seminole.
Seminole. Gary Klein.
Yeah.
Decaying mats. Punch in 1 ounce weights. Yeah.
Right.
You got it right. Good job.
Yeah.
Excellent. The ancient Indians say to throw the hubcap spinnerbait on this lake.
Grand.
That's Grand Lake of the Cherokees. That is correct. The number 4 one we have here. Ding dong ba-doo. Oh, wait, we got. Should we take this? All right, let's take it. You're on the air.
Got her.
Wait, who is it? Listen.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Is that who I think it is again?
Oh, yes.
Apparently, he really loves this lake.
Every week.
He loves this lake that's on the 2019 FLW Tour stop. Who's crank calling us right there?
Oh my gosh, Toho.
Who was that? Do you know who that was?
That was JT.
No, that's not
Good
JT.
guess, but no.
JT does make those sounds, actually. Yeah, Pete Lusick and I stayed next to him at the Hamilton Inn. Whatever. Yeah. True story. Tell you off air. This show has been interrupted by the bass fishing police. Back to the show, Lizard Lounge. Got that one right. That was Dean Rojas. He crank calls us every show.
Yeah, that's right.
He crank calls us. This is the anniversary of that big catch of his. You know.
I remember that video. Now.
Yes. So excited. So excited. He was. Oh, gosh. I sure hope they're not hitting that dumb Damiki rig on this lake again.
Oh, Cherokee.
Wouldn't that drive you bonkers?
Oh, that'd be awful. No, they're going to be betting at that one.
Catching those skinny, pale smallmouth.
Yeah.
It would be awesome to order a pizza by noon at this lake.
Champlain.
At Champlain. There it is, right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Smiling John Cox, you knocked it out of the park. With answers like that on a custom-catered John Cox schedule, nothing but high hopes for you.
Perfect 10.
Perfect 10. Absolutely, dude.
Oh, my gosh.
Amazing. It's been a blast with you again, buddy.
Oh, man, always. It always is.
It flies by so quick. Yeah, dude, it's so much fun. In fact, can you come on every show and maybe you could just host and I could take some weeks off?
Right.
This would be awesome.
That'll work. We should do an in-studio one of these days.
Dude, we have to. I don't know if you'll...
Maybe on the way to Champlain or something.
Yeah, dude, you're welcome anytime. Come on through.
Yeah, when's the next time you're going to be in Northwest Indiana? Let's just book it right now.
Yeah, let's get your agent on the phone.
Are you coming here anytime soon?
I don't know.
The region, they call it.
What about where's that one place? Lacrosse. Where are you guys from, Lacrosse?
It's pretty close. Yeah,
2.5 hours.
pretty close. We'll go
Oh,
wreck
yeah,
'em.
that's close.
We'll
so
see
I
you.
go to Lacrosse. So
Yeah. We'll get together. Hey, JT Kenny, you brought him up. Like, has he told you about like his deal, like his secret bait that he's been throwing lately?
No.
Do you want to know?
I'm gonna have to call him now.
It's totally dumb.
Really?
I can't say it? Okay. I'm told I can't say it.
Oh, really?
Is it because of rule violation or because JT will put a horse head in my bed? Is it why? Oh, because you don't want him to know. Then I'm going to tell you.
Just watch the last Major League Fishing.
Yeah, it's on the last Major League Fishing. And
Right.
and I spent a couple weekends ago with him, and he wouldn't shut up about it. And it's the damn Magnum Ned rig. The Magnum.
No, I saw a video of that.
Dude, he's taking a Stenko, like a 6-inch one, because it's got to be
Right.
fat. Cuts it in half, pegs a 3/16, 3 or 4 out worm hook, going behind everybody, flipping with it and kicking ass.
Wow.
What's up with that?
That's crazy.
You buy it?
Nah, I'm not doing it.
It's a 5/16.
I don't know. I saw you wacky rigging shit with Mark Zona.
I know.
You looked comfortable with that spinning rod.
You got
honestly.
I know. So, just recently, I've gotten a lot comfortable with it lately.
I don't know if that's a bad thing or
That's a great way to put it.
I don't know.
It's a great way to put it.
It's making money. Whatever.
John, dude, thanks so much, dude, for your support constantly, and we wish you the best of luck in the remainder of the season, man.
Oh, guys, thanks for having me on.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks, John.
Smiling
we'll
John
see you guys
Cox.
soon.
Later. I'm going to do handyman stuff now. See That's John Cox right there. Always a good time. Hey, it's about time to give some stuff away. But before we do that, I must dispel some myths. Yes. There's a rumor going around that Pete Glusick and I are the same person. That we are actually the same person.
That is not a rumor.
Yeah, well.
Did you make that up?
No, it's going around. Is that a rumor?
Well, you guys look alike.
Well, we kind of do. But we actually figured it out that we are actually we were separated at birth.
By different mothers?
Yeah, different mothers.
Yeah.
And I was raised by Wolvins. Not wolves, but Wolvins. A whole coven of Wolven.
Did you guys go to the same schools together?
We went to different schools
Different
together
schools
at the
together?
same
I
time.
messed that one up.
Yeah, different
Jesus.
schools together at the same time. We did. And the fact
up
of
my
the
dad's
matter
joke.
is that, all kidding aside, and I had to wait till John Cox was off the air till I said this, but Pete, we're rooting for you tomorrow. We're rooting for you on the Harris chain, and you too, John, of course. But Pete, come on, Peter, do this. You can do it, Pete. You can do it. Where's my BTS and my line and lure when I need it? See what I'm saying? It's a foggy, misty mist.
That's the
You want
vintage
to give
bottle?
some prizes away or what? Yeah, let's do it. Do we have a winner? Do we have a bass fishing supermodel? Do you think we do? This is the only show, mind you, on the web that has a bass fishing supermodel. You ain't going to find it on Ike Live. You ain't going to find it on Bass Talk Live. You're not going to talk about it on Let's Talk the Fish.
You don't get to number 5 with luck.
Yeah, we don't get number 5, but luck is when preparation meets bass fishing talk shows.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And there it is.
I read that in the Secret Systems book.
With that, I bring to you America's favorite. She just knocked JP out. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicole Dorr, bass fishing supermodel. Nick. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
What's happening? Hey,
Nothing much.
Nikki, how cool is it that Line and Lure came on board for the Straight Cast
Oh
sponsor
my
family?
gosh, I'm just absolutely thrilled that they decided to join Stray Cat.
And you know that Line and
Sponsor us.
Lure is an amazing hair conditioner as well.
Sure.
You can try it.
Sure.
Yes.
You can try this out. We have a complimentary bottle for you. This is the garlic smell. So make sure if you're going to an Italian restaurant that you do it
Oh,
this way.
perfect. I love smelling like a snack.
Yes, smelling like a snack and a rose. All at
It'll
the
make
same
it smell
time.
like fishing, is what Andy said.
So anyway, it's pretty cool, Nikki, that they came aboard, and to
Yeah.
celebrate that and out of appreciation, Line and Lure is giving away $50 worth of Line and Lure
hair conditioner.
Conditioner.
Hair conditioner.
Yep.
And bow to stern body wash for
your boat
perfect.
body.
There it is. So, do we have a winner, Nicole Dorr?
We do. We do.
The royal winner of the line and lure contest is
William Lowe.
William Lowe.
Hey, a name we can all pronounce.
Yeah, right?
That's my old bud, actually. I know Bill Lowe from way back. So Bill. He's got some of the best hair in bass fishing, too. Bill Lowe does. It's a true
Good.
story. If it's the same William Lowe that I'm thinking of.
Is that Rob Lowe's brother?
It's Rob Lowe's brother.
Okay.
And Curtis Lowe.
Right.
Sing me a song, Curtis Lowe. You know what I'm saying, if you're a Skinnerd fan. Nikki, what's new and exciting?
Our new sponsor. That's what's new. and exciting.
You're
What are you
exactly
talking
right.
about?
You're exactly right. And you know what else is exciting? Each day that passes, we get closer to bass fishing here in the north, and that's what excites me.
I know. It's so exciting.
I'm so excited. Do it. So excited.
So excited to finally get in the action.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we will be, if you're looking for a break in the cabin fever, we will be at the Schaumburg show. I'm going to be there Saturday.
We'll be there Saturday as well.
Ryan will be there Saturday as well. Andrew will be there Saturday as well. Are you going to be there Saturday, JP?
Maybe.
Can you pick JP,
JP
up,
might be there.
Nikki, on the way?
Of course I can.
There you go. There's your ride. No excuses.
Yeah.
No excuses. Hey, can we play that while we have Nicole on? Play the JP opener again, because I love it so much. Listen to the new JP opener. It's
Okay.
amazing. Hi, 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 JP, hi, 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 JP, hi. He's dynamite. JP, hi. Isn't that amazing?
It is. It really is.
It's JP, hi. Nikki, thanks so much for gracing us again here.
Thank you for letting me come on.
Yes, and we are back next week for our third show of season 4, and we're happy that you're going to be aboard.
I'm excited.
Boom, boom, boom. That's Nicole Dorr, bass fishing supermodel. You can follow her on Instagram, Nicole A. Orr on Instagram.
You got it.
There it is. Thank you so much, Nikki.
Bye, guys.
Peace, peace.
Bye.
Boom. And I think that that just about wraps it up. I want to remind everybody, Straycast is available on iTunes, the YouTube, Facebook, straycast.net, and also on straycast.net. What's going on, Ryan? Brand new, just in time for Christmas.
Go buy yourself some hoodies and some T-shirts.
Click shop.
They are available.
Super easy.
Click shop.
Click shop. Boom. Focus. Click. Rather. Rinse. Repeat.
Yes. In that order.
Repat.
Don't rinse the line of lure out of your hair.
Don't do it.
Leave that in.
Condition
It's a
the night
leave-in
before.
conditioner. Yeah.
Hey, thank you again to all you who viewed tonight and to our sponsors and especially to Line of Lure for coming aboard. We appreciate it. I'm Pat Renwick, Ryan Whitaker, JP High, Andrew Ellenberger, Nicole Dorr, and Larry Kyleman. We bid you peace. We will see you next week, Bass Fishing Galaxy.